They agreed on some policies, but mostly clashed on the issues. Although it didn't turn hostile, each accused the other of lying or misrepresenting the other's record.
We're excited to bring you tonight's debate.
The candidates wasted no time in setting their record straight.
My opponent wants to raise taxes on Social Security, which is not going to make things more affordable.
Social Security is a lifeline. By 2035, it's due to run out of money, and raising the cap for those who are earning over $400,000 to save Social Security is going to be really important.
Your entire campaign is based on, multiple things that are completely not true. I will support and will sponsor codifying Roe.
Sponsoring legislation codifying Roe remains to be seen. However, for more than 3 decades, Hogan has stated although he's personally against abortion, he supports a woman's right to choose. He has consistently said the issue is a matter of settled law. He did waffle a bit in February when he said enshrining the right to abortion in the state constitution wasn't necessary. He now says he will vote in favor of the Maryland referendum question. In May of this year, he told the New York Times he's pro-choice.
What we know is that the former governor is a person who vetoed important abortion care legislation.
That is true. Back in 2022 as governor, Hogan vetoed legislation that would allow health practitioners like midwives and physician assistants to perform abortions after they've completed training. In his veto letter, he noted the bill risks lowering the high standard of reproductive health care services received by women in Maryland.
I stood up for our families and held violent offenders accountable. As the elected prosecutor, I also lowered violent crime by 50%.
That is true. According to Prince George's County Police statistics, from the years 2011 to 2018, when also Brooks was elected prosecutor.
Crime is out of control, 500% increase in carjackings.
Without knowing the exact period of time he's referencing, the statement appears to be false. According to Prince George's County Police statistics, as of last year, carjackings are down 17% compared to this time last year.
And also vetoed important legislation that would have created a simple ban on ghost guns and would have also disallowed long guns.
That is false. The former governor did not veto ghost gun legislation. He allowed the bill to go into effect without his signature.
Fueling the distortions are attack ads by both campaigns. It may turn out to be one of the most expensive in the country. This race is seen by political parties as one that could tip the balance of power in the Senate. Reporting live from the studio, David Collins, WBIL TV 11 News.